Should we bet the Broncos or the Chargers in the Thursday night game? We have a great AFC West battle between a couple of teams who are likely to qualify with a wild card berth. Los Angeles is one game behind Denver, but they could pass them with a win since they already beat them earlier this year. After analyzing this matchup, I have decided to side with the Chargers as 2.5-point favorites. However, this is just a lean as I don't necessarily have high confidence in this play. It's not one of my favorite bets for week 16, but I still think it holds small positive expected value. The Broncos have won 4 games in a row. Hats off to them, but you need to take into account the strength of opposition. Their combined record of their past 4 opponents is 18-38. Now facing a much tougher Chargers club on the road will be a good test for Denver. Meanwhile, the Chargers seem to be fading a little bit. They own a 1-3 record during the course of their past 4 contests. Their defense has been allowing more and more yards recently. It culminated with an abysmal performance last week against Tampa, who racked up more than 500 total yards of offense. But you know what? I think it's a good spot for Jim Harbaugh's defense to rebound and step up with a solid outing in a primetime game. They will come out with a chip on their shoulders for sure. I think they will make life difficult for Bo Nix and company. On the surface, the Broncos cruise to an easy and convincing 31-13 victory over the Colts. But you may be surprised to hear that Denver only totaled 193 yards. In that game, Nix threw 3 interceptions, while only accumulating 130 passing yards in 33 attempts, which equates to a meager 3.9 yards per attempt. He must do a much better job against a much stiffer Chargers defense on Thursday night if the Broncos are going to win this matchup. Are you ready to get in the action with my Week 16 Lobster bet? I started to introduce this new concept a couple of weeks ago. The name comes from my lucky lobster bell that I got from my late grandparents. The lobster bet represents my highest confidence pick of the week. In Week 14, we took the Seahawks as underdogs in Arizona. They delivered a strong performance by beating the Cards by a 12-point margin. Last week, the lobster bet was Minnesota to win by 7 points or more against the Bears. They got the W by a 30-12 score, so we destroyed the bookies once again. What will my lobster bet be this week? As always, you are invited to join the large number of savvy sports bettors who made a sound investment the past 2 weeks. This time, I am adding a little twist. You have 2 options. The first one is the same proposition as before, a $25 investment that comes with a full refund if the pick loses. If you prefer, you can opt for the second option. The investment required is smaller, only $17, without the corresponding guarantee. That's another solid option to consider. It's your choice. Whatever you prefer, get in the action and let's grow your bankroll together. The links to those 2 lobster bet options are right below for your convenience. I'm Professor MJ, holder of a PhD in statistics, wishing you a great day, my bookie crushing friend.